Okay, everybody. So, welcome to my channel. Or welcome back if this... Wait. I was going to say welcome back if this is your first time. Anyways, please ignore my tears going down my face. I just keep laughing. We are so stressed. It has been a stressful last couple months. My husband and I, we are in the process of buying a home. And it has been a process for the last, how many months would you say? I would say like a year. I've been dedicated to like getting us ready to buy a home. So about a year ago, no, it wasn't a year, probably like 6 to 8 months ago, we decided that we're in a better place and want to work on getting a home. So we started working on our credit. We started paying things off in December, and our score went like, woo! It was so cool to see. Made me feel so much like an adult. And yeah, and now we've looked at 3 homes and we put our first offer in. It's been so stressful. Right now it's 2021 and it's April. And it is this what they call the seller's market. So the interest rates are at an all-time like low, but everybody's trying to buy a house right now. I think because we just came out of COVID, so a lot of people have stimulus checks. And I think that's part of the reason why people are wanting to buy houses right now. Interest rates are low. People are getting stimulus money that they're probably wanting to use to buy a home. And so, like, every time a home goes on the market, it's, like, gone in a day. I'm not even, like, dramatizing that. Like, is that the right word? I'm not like over exaggerating. Like, it literally goes within a day. There was so we've been like looking at our, trying to find our style, type of home we would like for the last 6 to 8 months too. And we found a townhome. We were so excited about it. Oh my gosh, we were so excited. And we were like ready to go to the showing as soon as it was going to become available. The night before it goes on the market, it was like pending. Someone like bought it without even seeing it, which is crazy. We were really bummed about that. And then there was another house, the first house we actually ever went to, we really liked, but there was a lot of stuff wrong with it. Like the floors were really creaky, and they had added an addition to the house that I don't think they had a permit for, and that just seemed like a lot of legal stuff we didn't want to deal with. And then we really liked it, but again, it just wasn't, there was too much wrong with it and too much legal things that we were like, we don't want that risk. I think it actually ended up going off the market. They didn't sell it, probably because other people have common sense like we do. What kind of do? So anyways, this third house we went to, we love the location. It's so cute, and it checks like almost every box. I think it's set for, it's a 1-car garage instead of 2, and then it doesn't have a fenced yard. Other than that, it has, a pantry. I mean, I'm not going to list everything we're looking for. I can't believe I just said pantry is the first thing. But we did want a pantry, so.
Where we live now doesn't have a pantry. I feel like most houses do, so maybe a normal person watching this video wouldn't understand that. But we literally don't have a pantry, so that's a big deal for us because we have like a rack in our kitchen that has all of the stuff you would normally put in a pantry.
Yeah.
So everything's like out in the open and taking up room in the kitchen.
Yeah. We definitely need like more storage space, and yeah. So we look crazy right now because we are wanting to record our journey, and what'd you just do?
You look crazy.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
We want to record this journey I didn't know really when I was going to start recording it. I didn't want to start when I was like working on my credit, because like, what am I going to show y'all everything I have to work on? Like, that's too personal. And then like, I didn't really want to show every house we went and viewed or we were looking at, because that's just like, like, it's an emotional roller coaster, because you get like, oh, this is cool, look at this, then boom, it's gone, and it's just a lot. So I'm glad I'm starting it here at the first offer. This is probably going to be a really long video, but I record YouTube videos for myself and for my family. So, you know, I want to have this documented, my experiences, so going forward in the future, I can watch it back and remember this milestone that my husband and I went on. And so, long story short, we're sitting here, which long story short, I just told the long story. We are waiting to hear back in the next 30 minutes to an hour if they accept our offer. Apparently, there's multiple offers. And we're just figuring out all of this stuff. It is so much. The due diligence, the earnest, closing costs, fees, appraisals, inspections. It's a lot. Maybe I'll do a video after the process on our experience, and as a buyer who went into this not knowing anything, like what we've learned along the way, because we have found out so much more that we just didn't even realize. And even every day I feel like there's more that we're like, oh wait, this is that. So we're like learning a lot. So I'll do a separate video again once we actually close on the house. But we're really excited, and we're really hoping this will be our home. I don't know. I'm a type of person that I feel like when I talk to YouTube, a lot of the times I'm all like, I just want to set up the video. But like, I want to be emotional in this and like real with you guys, and just let you know that like, this is so important to me, because I have medical issues and I want my own home. I don't want the like the maintenance people, and you know, like, I just don't want to know that like this is someone else's property that I'm living in currently right now. Like, I want to know that my property is my property and that I'm secure. So being someone who has so many medical issues, that like, I just want safety and security in my home, and my home's my safe place. So it's an emotional journey. Come join us, and we will check back in once we get an update. Probably again in the next 30 minutes to an hour. So here we go. Hey everybody, so we're still waiting on an update. I'm taking Claire out for a little stroll / time at the dog park here at our current townhome. We're waiting to hear if our offer is accepted. We put in an offer yesterday, and today they got back with us and said that they received multiple offers, and to give them the best one that we can. So after talking to our realtor, mortgage guy, my dad, my husband, we jointly decided what we're gonna do. And so we're just waiting to see if it's accepted. I feel like we're gonna be really bummed if we don't get this house. But, you know, I'm a let life flow person. So we gotta take one day at a time. It's so crazy because everyday stressors are like, I'm always stressed, but when it comes to big things like this, I tend to ground myself and to just let life flow, which is nice, because then in hard times I can buckle down and get stuff done calmly for the most part. But again, every day I just create stressors in my life, so I'm better with big problem stressors than everyday life stressors. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here and thanking God and my mind and the universe and life for bringing me to this place of being able to get a home, and just thinking of where Michael and I started. And when I met him, he was living in a room to rent and just had an air mattress, not even a pot that he owned or a fork, like nothing. We started with nothing, and now, you know, we got our first apartment together, and now we're in a townhome. We moved out of the apartment to a townhome, and now we're moving possibly to a house. And, you know, this is just in 6 years. And it's just amazing how things just always work out for us. And of course, we put in the work. And I think the biggest thing when I think about our life and where we've come from and where we're going, and, you know, how we got here, is that we always took chances and put ourselves out there. Michael had lost his job. And at one time, we were just living off of my part-time salary. And that was it. And it was a lot, and we ate very cheap. And Michael, you know, couldn't really find any jobs that we wanted with the money and situation. And so I told him, I said, just post it on Facebook. Ask if anyone knows any places hiring. And one of his friends hooked him up, and he's with a temporary agency, or an agency to find you a place. And he found his job he's had for the last 2 or 3 years through the agency that his friend suggested and referred him to. And me, you know, I was working in banks and credit unions, and I was kind of sick of sales and direct cash handling. And I one day just put my resume on Indeed and was reached out to by the company that I work for. But it was a temporary agency kind of situation too, a contract. And I remember thinking, like, oh my God, this isn't a guaranteed job. You know, I had opportunities to go full time if they like wanted me as a permanent employee. And I was really nervous, like, well, this is a huge risk. You know, if I would have played life safe, I wouldn't be where I'm at, because I took that contracting position. It was crazy, but 4 months later, I worked my butt off and got a permanent employee position, and I've been there for 5 years this year, and it is the most money I've ever made. It's the best benefits I've ever had. They honestly care about me and my personal situation, you know, and a lot of my medical stuff they accommodate. So it's just been really amazing where we came from and where life brought us to. And it really is about taking risk and letting life flow. If something doesn't work out, it wasn't meant to be. And so I'm just sitting here reflecting on my life and, you know, where we came from. And I'm just so thankful. And I hope this encourages anyone watching to also take risk. You know, the thing is, life will flow, but you do have to make decisions, and you just want to research and make sure that they're right for you. And yeah, so that's all I really wanted to say. And yeah, we're about to find out about the offer, if it was accepted, here soon. So we'll see you guys then. So Michael went to the store to get a couple things, and I'm here alone. And we just got the news from our realtor. Well, I got the news, and his sound's not on. We didn't get the house. We should have offered more. Let life flow, though. This wasn't our house. It's not meant to be. Back to square one. probably not going to record me telling Michael. So, see you guys later. Alright, you guys, today is the day that we find out, hopefully today, that if our offer is accepted on our dream home within our budget.
Barely in our budget.
Yeah.
At the very high end of our budget.
Yeah, we found a place that has it's on a drive, like the drive, there's like a lake, and it's across the street from a pond, and it's 25 minutes from our jobs and about 22 minutes from my mom. Long story short, the other places we've been looking at are like an hour away, and this one is the closest we found, and we love the neighborhood, and we really like the house, and we're just so excited. So join us for a journey today of maybe finding out if we get our home, and I'm gonna be so excited and I'll probably cry. Okay, bye. Hey, just wanted to I don't even know why I'm vlogging at this point. I just wanted to update everyone that our offer was not accepted. And I got really sad after the first offer on another house was not accepted. But this one was so perfect, and the location and the time driving, and I just can't even consider like looking at another house right now because I'm literally just so heartbroken. I've went and viewed so many houses, and this was the first one that I felt like I could honestly dream and see myself in. I'm just tired of the bidding war. They said they had 33 offers. It took almost like a day and a half for us to, or I don't know how long. It took a really long time for us to hear back if it was even accepted or not. I don't feel well, so I can't hold the camera up. So I'm sorry for the bad angle. It just feels like we're always getting the short end of the stick, and we have to work extra hard. And I know there are people out there who are in way worse situations. And I'm not a person to compare, but I'm just so sick of, like, we can't have a baby. You have infertility issues. You can't. We didn't have a wedding. We can't have a wedding because we can't afford it. And when we could afford it or thought we were going to be able to, COVID happened. And I have been suffering medically for 2 to 3 years. And I can't work full time. And now we can't buy a house. And, you know, we're not... Maybe it's just not our time. I feel like my mind's trying to, like, force myself to be positive. But I'm just really sad. And I found out about 3 hours ago. And I've cried. I've cried a lot off and on. Because this wasn't just another house that we put an offer in. It wasn't. The location, how close it was going to be to my mom. How close it is to our jobs. The actual house, it was by a pond, it was by a lake. And there's a lake not too far, and it was beautiful. The backyard and the fence and the bedrooms. You know, with me having infertility issues and have been trying for years at this point, I don't even, like, think about having kids anymore. I'm getting to a point where I'm almost kind of giving up, to be honest with everybody. Everybody wants me to hold on, but emotionally I just can't. And so I'm starting to transition into not imagining myself having children. But in this house, it was the first one that I viewed that I saw the crib where I was going to put it. And I opened the closet to look at the closet space and where I would put the nursery. And I saw me hanging up baby clothes. It's just so tough because we're really going to have to make a call here soon. Because we have to choose to renew our lease or go month to month. And then I saw today that Biden is giving, and I have nothing against Biden, so this isn't like saying, oh, screw Biden, but he's giving like $25,000 to low-income, first-generation home buyers, first-time home buyers. So if your parents have bought a home, you're screwed. You don't get this assistance. And it's like, guess what? I'm middle class. That's not me. You know, I don't get anything back in taxes. Everything that we have worked for. We get no handouts, no assistance from the government. I don't have any rich family. We're all middle class, so we can't help each other because we're all just surviving financially. And I want low-income people to get it, but my thoughts are, if low-income people are getting $25,000 down payment assistance, okay, so my, however much I have, it's not $25,000, I'll tell you that. And I'm probably never going to have $25,000. And it's around tax time, so people could be using their tax returns right now, and people have kids. They were getting all kinds of money from stimulus. I have no kids, because obviously I can't have kids. So they're getting all this money from the government, and they're just going to be able to get all these houses. And then me, middle class, no kids, no help from the government, no rich family, I have nothing to offer a seller. And I'm thinking, well, what if we wait another year to buy a home? What if we wait another 2 years to save? And I don't know where the market will be. And, you know, it's a really tough, it's a tough place right now. It really is. And my husband and I are getting really discouraged. We don't want any handouts. All we want is just to get our home that we want. This one was so perfect. I tried looking at other houses that are available right now, and they just don't even come close. Now that I got that taste of, like, the perfect house and situation for us within our means, nothing's going to compare. And people say, well, a better one's coming that wasn't for you. No, I'm not going to find the perfect location, perfect house again. I'm not. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna upload these videos showing us how we feel, putting in offers. And maybe there'll be a part 2 of the emotions of when we finally get a house. I really hope one day we can, because I don't know what's gonna happen. And with me medically, and to be honest, like, I need a house for stability and to feel stable and safe and to know I have a home. I've been living in this townhome that I rent for probably, I think it's like 4 years, and we've paid out like $45,000 at least in the 4 years we've been here. That's a good chunk of a mortgage if we were buying a house. And I just can't do that. I need it to be my home now. It's just time. It's time. But it's not time when you look at the market and everyone I'm competing against. Anyways, well, I'm going to upload these videos again just because I thought that I would be saving these clips and then be able to share that I got this house and the moving in process, but I don't know when that's going to happen, and I'm just really discouraged. It's really tough right now. Well, I hope everybody has a good day. I'm putting positive vibes out, not today, but, and I'm praying to God that one day I will upload a video showing me getting my offer accepted. Our offer, my husband and I's offer accepted, and us walking through and moving in. I want that more than anything. I want my home. Stay tuned and let's see where this journey is going to take us, I guess.